Looks like I'm live, folks. And let's just hope this stream lasts. We have B&B guests that just checked in about maybe about 45 minutes ago. And hopefully they're not going to be playing on the internet. And then the stream can continue. So, hey, Sam, how's it going, buddy? I just want to let you know that tomorrow is the draw, the YouTube draw that I do here last Saturday every month. But tomorrow I'm going to be so busy out there doing a lot of chainsaw work. If I don't get around to a live stream tomorrow, I will do it on Sunday, okay? Because tomorrow I got to clean up the last of the eucalyptus trees that we got knocked down. Camel, how's it going, buddy? We got one big eucalyptus tree that's laying down there, and I gotta get rid of the slash pile. So Wendy and I are going to be burning all the branches, and I'm going to be cutting up the rest of it for firewood. So that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. So if I don't get it done in time, then I can't do a live stream tomorrow. It's going to be a really busy day down in the ravine, burning up stuff. So I will do the live stream on Sunday if I can't make it tomorrow doing it, okay? And then stay tuned for the draw. I will do the draw either Saturday if I do the live stream or Sunday, like I say. So stay tuned for a YouTube draw, and hopefully we'll pull your name out. Finally warming up 62. Nice. 51 here today, Sam, and it's sunny out. It's still sunny out. It's absolutely beautiful out here. It's 5:10 p.m. and sunny. The days are getting longer. Really good. Been in the 70s. Awesome. Get above Sunday. We'll get above 80. That's nice. Yeah, 50s here because we're so far north, right? So it's sunny and 51 degrees Fahrenheit today, and it's still sunny out. Beautiful blue sky, and we had a quite a bit of wind in the morning, but it never really panned out. We had a wind warning. And it never really did amount to too much. They said 70 to 90K gusts. And I did shoot a video of some palms in town blowing in the wind this morning. But like I say, it kind of fizzled out here on the Gulf Islands. But it was so strong beyond the islands to the east, they actually canceled the ferries. Ferries were canceled coming to the islands. Now, it doesn't look like my mouth is moving to what I am saying. You see that? Blah, 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 blah. I don't know, man. It must be the stream is not very good. Bad stream. Must be lagging. Must be lagging, guys. How am I coming in? You see me okay? So anyway, those are nice toasty temps there, Camel. And Sam, 62 yesterday, 60 Sunday. Those are good temperatures. It's seasonal here. Spooky. Yeah, spooky. Yeah, it is seasonal temperatures here. And seasonal is around 9. It's good. Okay, thanks, Sam. So yeah, the forecast looks pretty good now. I'm guessing I'm safe to say that winter is pretty much done here on the southern Gulf Islands, but you never know. Old man winter can always sneak in one more snowy blast for us here. Up on the mountains here on the Salt Spring Mountains, there's definitely lots of snow. Earliest I've seen 80 around March. Oh, that's cool. Nice. Yeah, no, I've never seen 80 in March. Not going to happen this far north. 48 degrees latitude. No, I've seen 80 in May. And but I don't even know if I've seen it in April. I've seen 70s in April, but I don't know about 80. I'd have to look at my data. I don't think so. Maybe up in the Okanagan. I hope Lowe's has some palms actually survive here. Yeah, that would be cool. I got a spot where they cut the cedar down. I'm going to plant a really nice palm tree at the back of the house. I've seen 80 in early February. Cool. You know, Brookings, Oregon, down on the southwest coast of Oregon, they have actually recorded temperatures of around 80 degrees in January down on the southwest coast of Oregon. That's why they call that the banana belt. And it's a really bizarre climate there, the Brookings effect. And like I say, on a winter day, they can reach 75 or 80 degrees in the southwest corner of Oregon. It's got crazy climate. It's zone 9B, and everything grows in Brookings. And I know I've mentioned it before, but you want to see some nice Norfolk Island pines and massive date palms and citrus trees. They're all growing in Brookings, Oregon. It's insane because it's still classed as the Pacific Northwest. It is absolutely the mildest climate in the Pacific Northwest is zone 9B and a solid zone 9B. 2018, we had a warmest February record. It was a high of 70. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's cool. Very nice, Sam. Not going to happen here. The low temperature here this morning was, I think it was 3.9. Hey, when I got to work, there was ice. I uploaded a video of scraping ice on my truck. The low temperature here was 4.1. Okay, 4.1 degrees Celsius. And when I got to work, it was frozen. The truck It was ice all over it. That's how cold it is. About 5.5 miles south of here. It's a really cold pocket where one of our park's workyard is. So it's in from the ocean and it's at a little bit higher elevation. But yet there are palm trees growing there. Some beautiful palms and eucalyptus trees growing in that area. But the cordylines last winter, not this winter, but last winter actually froze down. The one at the fire hall I planted years ago in the early 2000s got quite big, and then it froze down in 2008. Then it regrew up again big, and then it froze down again last winter. It actually froze down. And the Trachycarpus palms I got growing beside it look absolutely awesome. The New Zealand flax looks awesome, and so does the rosemary. But yet the cordylines are not hardy plants to cold. So around 18 degrees Fahrenheit, they're toast. All right. I need to help on choosing what would survive here. Sable matter. Hey, why don't you try a Camarops humilis? It rarely gets lower than. Oh, you can grow lots of stuff there. We have the most mob. Oh yeah, you could grow date palm. You should try growing a Phoenix canariensis. That's cool. The latest video I uploaded is of a special palm I have growing in the garden, and I didn't want to tell anybody what it was, and I haven't shot any videos of it until today, because I am going to unveil that palm around mid-March just to see if it's even still alive. I'm curious. There's no extra heat I've used with it. I put a nursery bucket over it, and I put a little bubble plastic around the trunk. Usually the lowest we get is in the 20s, but it has gotten under 20 a bunch before 2015. Yeah, camel. Yeah, we're into the 20s. So this year, the lowest temperature so far was 27.6 degrees Fahrenheit this winter. So winter's not over yet, but the lowest so far was 27.6, which is a 9B winter here. You may, Sam, you might still get 70 in February, but no, we'd never get minus 2 degrees Fahrenheit ever. It's the lowest temperature on Salt Spring is 5 degrees Fahrenheit. 6B winter. Well, that's all right. 6B is better than 5B. Tiki 71. Greetings from Zone 7B. Sweet. I like that name, Tiki 71. That's kind of cool. And you know I like to carve tikis, right? But they're very simple tikis I carve. They're folk art tikis. And I have my own style of tiki. That's why I just kind of keep them simple, and people like to buy them, and I ship them all over the place. So there's a lot of those tikis around. Wendy made an awesome dinner. She made a massive hamburger. It was like a prime rib burger. It was just absolutely awesome. Tiki. Do you have tikis? Hey, Tiki 71. Do you collect tikis? We have a lot of tiki mugs and stuff here. I'd like to learn how to carve them. Videos on it. Yeah, I have lots of videos on it, Tiki. Lots of videos on carving. You just Google, go on my YouTube channel and put in tiki carving. But mine are simple tikis. It's apparently getting more warm in Charleston, more warm than Charleston here. Wow, is that right? And I know Charleston's a pretty balmy and palmy climate, that's for sure. I mean, I've never been to Charleston, but I know there's so many palm trees in Charleston. And I'd love to see North and South Carolina. Miami, Florida doesn't never really interested me. I've been to Florida before, and it's never interested me. And it never even interested me when I was there in Miami. There's lots of cool palms. I'd rather go to Hawaii. But South Carolina, North Carolina definitely do. Hi, Jane. How's it going? Aloha to you. And I keep getting, I'm on Instagram, and Rainbow Diner, Rainbow Drive-In up in Kapahulu keeps posting pictures of the food they're making at Rainbow Drive-In, because I love Rainbow Drive-In up in Kapahulu. And I can't wait till things open back up and get back to normal. And then I can go back to Hawaii, because I'm really bummed out that I can't go back to Hawaii. Although I am grateful. Hey, I got my Hawaii shirt on. There's the Hawaiian Islands. And you know what? You see that? I got the Hawaiian Islands on my arm too. Can you see those islands right there? I got the Hawaiian Islands. There's a palm tree in there too. Palm tree, and I got all the Hawaiian Islands there. North aren't nearly as flat. Yeah, I don't like, you know what? That doesn't interest me, Florida. It's just way too flat. I think the highest elevation in all of Florida is like 300 and something feet above sea level, and I don't like flat. Our island is mountains and hills from one end to the other, and I like that topography. That's why I love Hawaii so much too. I love the topography of Hawaii. It's very mountainous. Hello from Southeast Virginia, Zone 8A 7B. Cool. Hargrove Hobbies. Cool. That's a cool name too. I like that one. How is everything in Virginia? I'm sure it's probably starting to warm up there. Camel, I live on the edge of the Piedmont, 500 feet. That's good elevation. I'm about 160 feet above sea level here. I think it's 160. I'd have to get my altimeter out again. North Carolina gets to about, see, that's nice. I like that. Our island gets to just over 2,300 feet here on Salt Spring Island, and those tallest mountains are on the south end of the island. But the 1,900-foot mountains near town, they have a lot of snow on them right now. I can see it when I drive to work. And the view up there is spectacular. You get to the south end of Salt Spring, you can actually see Mount Rainier in Seattle, southeast of Seattle. The view up there is spectacular. So yeah, 500 feet above sea level is good, Camel. That's a good elevation. And how far are you from the ocean? I'm curious. How far are you from the Atlantic Ocean? I had no idea you had. Yeah, I got lots of tattoos. Lots of and I got some on my back, and I got a tiki on my leg too. I live about 900 feet or so from 900 feet. I'm so 900 feet elevation, Sam. Okay, cool. Benj, no school today. Built a snow house. Wow, right on. There's no school. Hey, Benjamin, like I said, there's no school on Fridays on Salt Spring Island and the Gulf Islands. School is off on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, of course. So it's only a 4-day school week here. Finally make it to a live stream. Good. So tomorrow, Benjamin, there's going to be, is Bone Island expensive? Yeah, it's a bedroom, it's kind of a bedroom community of Vancouver, right? It's so close to Vancouver. It's just a short ferry ride to Bone Island. Wendy's nephew just sold 2 places on Bone Island. He had 2 houses over there, him and his girlfriend, and they went up to the Sunshine Coast. And Bone Island's okay. There's a lot of people from Bone Island that moved to Salt Spring Island. I know a lot of people, but I've been to Bone Island. I spent a few years ago, we went over there for Thanksgiving at her nephew's place. It's a nice island, but it's very close to Vancouver. Yeah. Let's just see. Hargrove Harvey's good getting warm. 100 miles, Camel, 100 miles inland. Okay, cool. I'm just reading your comments here. Hargrove Hobbies, good getting warm. I have some Sable Minor Washingtonia Robustas that I need in October, about 3 inches tall. Oh, cool. Right on. So you are growing some palmy things. Hargrove Hobbies. I like it. That's awesome. I might stick with Gibson's. Oh, Gibson's is nice. I like the Sunshine Coast. There's so many palm trees. Hey, in Seashell, Benjamin, they got a street lined with palm trees. The main drag is lined with palms. I got a video of them here. I've shot a lot of videos of Gibson's and Seashell and the Sunshine Coast of the palms up there. My parents had a place up there forever. I used to spend a lot of time up there when I was a kid. I'm 100 miles from the Atlantic, 3-hour drive from Myrtle Beach. Okay, cool. That's good to know, Camel. Wendy's mom and sister, Benjamin, live in Secret Cove. Look that one up. They're up on the Sunshine Coast, and she has lots of palm trees in her garden. Wendy's mom has a beautiful garden with palm trees, and she's right beside the ocean. I like the mountains and the poor. Yeah, it's nice. Bone Island's nice. I got a bunch of trackies in 1-gallon pots to -8 Fahrenheit with 2 C9. Oh, good. I'm glad you got them through, Tiki. Good for you using the C9 lights. You're smart to do that. If they freeze solid in the pots, they're toast. So the C9 lights kept them going. I saw magnolia with a single flower. Oh, I wonder if it was I don't even know, Jane, would a deciduous magnolia even grow there? Tsawwassen has tons of palm trees. Tsawwassen has streets lined with palm trees. I got videos of them here. And Wendy used to actually live in Tsawwassen. And she used to live in White Rock. There's lots of palms, and Tsawwassen, there's lots of palms. Those are towns far south of Vancouver. I'm about 9-hour drive to Myrtle Beach, and cool, Sam. Okay, I'm about 900 feet from the ocean here where we live. 950 feet. I'm living in the towns closer to the mountains. Yeah, Benjamin likes the mountains. Bigfoot's got a queen palm today. Ours is looking pretty good. Our queen palm, Butia cross Siagris, is doing well. Florida is fairly close, 5-hour Jacksonville. So that is close, 5 hours, Camel. Holy cow. Benjamin, there's a Musa Baju for sale in Montreal. Better buy it. Yeah, and keep it warm. Keep it in the house until spring. It's a southern magnolia with an early February bloom. Oh, interesting, Jane. A single flower. Cool. Is it raining for us? No. It's sunny here. It's beautiful out here, Camel. Absolutely beautiful day. Like I say, 51 degrees Fahrenheit and sunshine. Mule palms are expensive, eh? Yeah. I never paid for ours. I had them shipped to me as seedlings, so I've never bought a mule palm. I think we have 3 or 4 mule palms. I still have some in the greenhouse. I got to plant. Maybe that's what I'll plant behind the house. I got this new spot behind the house where the cedar tree got cut down, and I said to Wendy, I want to plant a special palm there. And I think, you know what? Maybe I could plant one of my mule palms. I'm also thinking of a Washingtonia. It's super sheltered, right behind the house, kind of just upslope from the Syagrus butea palm. And I mean, if it got really cold, I could always just wrap it up with some bubble wrap or something. But it's very sheltered, and it would probably be no more than maybe 4 feet from the house, something like that. So, and it doesn't get any cold wind. It's sort of close to the tree fern too, very close to one of our biggest tree fern. But like I say, it's looking like spring out here in the Gulf Islands, and the long range forecast is for milder weather. Try Christmas palm. No, that would never work here. Veitchia amarylli, no. I've grown lots from seed though. Washingtonia would be very cool. Yeah, and I have some nice ones in pots too. And I have lots in the greenhouse that I grew from seed. Camo legs coke. I want to get to planting my palmetto. Yeah, and palmettos are nice palms. I mean, I could put a palmetto there too. We have palmettos. I have palmettos in the greenhouse that I grew from seed, but they're not very big. And we have Sable Birmingham out there as well. Looks like the Sable Brazoria did really well. I got a bunch of seedlings out there, and they just flew right through the winter. But like I say, it was a Zone 9B winter here so far. The winter's not over yet. It's cold, Artie, so I can get you down and cut it outside and plant it outside. It's cold, Artie, so I can even cut. Yeah, but if it's freezing outside, I wouldn't put it outside yet because it will freeze. I would plant it outside in the spring, Benjamin. Or yeah, and yeah, we do have Phoenix too. We got a bunch in pots and more in the greenhouse too. Tell us a funny story about palm trees. Funny story about palm trees. Well, I don't know if it's a funny story, but I still haven't met her either. The lady that it seems to does the gardening at Grace Point, that cuts off all the palm fronds. They've all recovered, and I think maybe I should actually talk to that lady before she butchers them again, because the Sable Causarium or the Rosii looks awesome. It's grown back all its fronds, and the Jubea looks like it's reproduced its fronds, and she is an absolute butcher. So I got to talk to that lady before she butchers anything else. Don't plant a Riverside or Bermuda, waste time. No, they're fine here. They work good here, definitely. And Bermudana works good because my buddy Jeff's got one and it flowers. It's absolutely beautiful. So they do work here. Definitely try a zone push. Yeah, I could. Maybe even a Phoenix canariensis sheltered microclimate. They do survive here for a period of time, Benjamin, but bad winter usually takes them out. There used to be one. My friend planted one along the boardwalk in Ganges, and it lasted for 10 years, and the 2008 freeze took it out in December. Tiki, you're going to be selling a lot of palms to Texans. Yeah, I know. It's sad, eh? It's really sad to see. I mean, I think a lot of the palms will survive. Tony Cerboni posted on People Who Love Palm Trees in one of my groups of some of the palms that aren't even damaged, like needle palm. Some of the sables, some of the hardier sables are totally fine, breeze through it. Yeah, coconut palm, San Padre Island, is it Padre Island or San Padre? Because there's a place over in Brownsville my son used to go to. I think it was Padre Island, and I think there might have been coconuts there. So true Phoenix canariensis, not Phoenix dactylifera, Phoenix canariensis will work here for a short period of time until you get a bad cold. Bad snap, cold snap, and then it kills it. South Padre, that's it. So my son and his wife used to go there when he lived in Texas, and they stayed there, and there's lots of palm trees on South Padre Island. Canaries are probably the best bet for being fully. Yeah, that's cool. You're lucky. Yeah, so they're you know what, the northernmost limit for that I've seen for massive ones is Gold Beach on the Oregon coast. Riverside and Bermuda are the best for BC. I will try them here. South-facing. Yeah, I've grown Riverside before, and it was fully hardy at my last location, 8A, 8B. I'd like to get another one. I'm going to have to try to get another Riverside. I read about. I'll ask the guys in the Palms. I'm in the Palm Society, right? So I can maybe get something through the Palm Society. I read about a Sable Minor in Knoxville, Tennessee. April show damage. Yeah, it does take time, Sam, before damage does show up on a lot of palms. So a lot of guys think it did breeze through the winter, and then slowly the fronds start to turn brown. You're absolutely right. Dactylifera is 50-50 here. Yeah, it must be the humidity, Camel. Those coconuts might survive in the best mountains. Brownsville coconuts. Yeah, they'd be dead now, though, Benjamin. I think it's just that hamburger was good. I had a hard day at work, and man, and then I had a lager. Well, no, I had a honey ale. I had a caribou honey ale right there, but I only had half of that. Wendy drank half, and I don't drink a lot of beers. I had half of that. Makes me sleepy. So I'll show you outside. I'll show you what it's looking like here. Okay, let me just unplug this. Take these off of here. Take all of these camera chips off of here. That, this, and the other, and I'll show you what it looks like outside. It's looking like this. It's looking the same as it always does, right? It's just green, minus the eucalyptus trees. The eucalyptus trees are gone. All right, lots of bamboo. These eucalyptus trees right there, I'm going to be cutting next month. I'm cutting those ones down. I'm going to cut them in half. That's actually a really tender one. It actually froze down in 2008. And so I'm going to cut that one down. It's getting too tall. Keep everything nice and short. All right. So that's what it looks like out here on Salt Spring Island at the moment. And let me just plug this thing back in. And let me just plug this back in. There we go. All right. Anyway, good to have you guys in there. And I'm glad you can make the live stream. It's kind of a spur of the moment live stream. Sun is setting. Yeah, it's getting later, Sam. Definitely. And in the morning, it was light when I got there. Our palms got fried. Yeah, it's totally green here. It's always green on Salt Spring. Even when the snow happens, it's still green sticking out of the snow. I know dactylar can survive much lower than, yeah, it can, Camel. It's true. It really can. I've heard of them surviving down below 10 degrees Fahrenheit. I've heard of them surviving, I think it was a 7 degrees Fahrenheit or 6 degrees Fahrenheit, which is really cold hardy for a palm. So, and that's the view, like Tiki, that's the view right around our house. Right around our house, it looks like the same. Lots of palms, especially out the kitchen window. Lots of palm trees there. And it's so much better that Wendy got these trees cut down. And man, there's just so much sun coming through the living room windows now. But as mine, no chance of Brownsville. I'm 1,500 miles south, and mine are in styrofoam. Oh, really? Whereabouts are you, Tiki? Where's your location? Already nighttime here. Okay, Benjamin. Yeah, you guys are 3 hours ahead. It's 5:31 p.m. here, and it's still nice and light out. Worth a shot in the New Mexico Valley. Yes. Alterna is given a few. What is the, okay, so that's the Latin name. We grow Italian cypress. I've grown from seed. Those grow easy on our island. So where is that one from and how hardy is it, Hardgrove? Hobbies. So, Antiki, whereabouts are you? Western Arkansas. You're in the Razorback state. Okay, you're my buddy Austin lives there. I grow a lot of Razorback palms here. You know that? I plant them in the landscape. I grow Razorback Trachycarpus fortunei, and I also grow Razorback Sable Minor from Warren City, Arkansas. I've grown hundreds and hundreds of them from seed, and we have them growing in our garden here. Lots of Arkansas Razorback Sable Minor. It's from here in Virginia Beach. Cool. Wyatt Smith is in there. Hello. Watch your, hey, Tiki. Cool. I'm going to have to watch your videos, man. Hello. Good to see all you guys in there. Got to get that vitamin D. Yes. I was working out in the sun all day, and I absolutely love it. But I noticed, like I said, when I got to work today, it was actually, when I got to work at 6:30 this morning, of course, I was my work truck, and it was frozen there, and it was clear, and the moon was amazing. I'm going to upload a video of the moon on my other channel tonight before I go to bed. In the Midwest, the further south is Dallas, CIDPs, I know of them in Dallas. Yeah, and they got fried. I think the ones in Dallas are probably toast with those temperatures. Hello from Maine. Cool. Maine. Kenny Bunkport. That's where the old president, Kenny Bunkport, Maine. That's where George Bush used to go all the time, to Kenny Bunkport, Maine. Have you ever been to Kenny Bunkport? It's kind of a cool name. 75. You got to like that. Palm tree dude. That is toasty. Yeah, about 51 degrees Fahrenheit here. In the Midwest, the furthest north established CVs I know of are in Dallas and Shreveport, Louisiana. Yeah, well, I can guarantee, Benjamin, the ones in Dallas toast. It's starting to warm up again, and now it's raining. Yeah, well, rain is good. Rain is better than snow. I don't see any snow in our forecast, but hey, I've seen snow in March. It can happen. It's 23 F and windy here right now. Okay, cool. It's I'll tell you what it is here right now. Where's my thermometer? I got a new weather station. Let me just look. Hang on. 7.7. It's 46 degrees here. It's current. Sorry, guys. The weather stations are in the other room. It's 46 degrees. I need batteries for this one. 46 degrees Fahrenheit here. 15 degrees. I'm in central Maine. Cool. My ex-wife went to Maine one time. She went on a student exchange trip to New Brunswick, and then she went across the border into Maine. She thought it was pretty cool. I think we were done with the big snow after the snow is that right? Eh? Well, we had 5 inches in. I think we had 5 inches in February. Let me look at my book here. Let's just see what we had for snow. So that was February snow. We had 5 inches total. So we had 4 inches on the 13th of February, and then we had 1 inch on the 14th of February. So, and the coldest temperature was minus 2.4 degrees Celsius. That is 27.6 degrees Fahrenheit. It's getting colder, darker every day in southern hemisphere. When I moved to, it'll be winter in July. Yeah, I have a lot of friends that live in Australia. Lots of friends. Must have a similar climate to me. I think I'm done with big snow. That's good. I hope you guys are done with snow. Palmy Pal's in there. Hey, Palmy Pal. Hey, HS, how you doing over there? I'm thinking it must be pretty late in England. It's got to be, man, it's early in the morning there. You guys are 8 hours ahead of us, right? Yeah, let's just see. Yeah, February's been cold. Yeah, this February's been balmy. They said it was supposed to be really cold, but never panned out. Have a little more than 3 feet this winter. Okay, cool. 3 feet of snow could be worse. Wyatt? 16 inches this month. 16 inches of snow. Okay. Our temps are slowly climbing. Probably last snowfall here. Hopefully, Benjamin, the last snowfall. Yeah. I know in the Atlantic provinces, they can get, when she was there in, my ex went there end of March, beginning of April, and they still had a lot of snow on the ground, right? So anyway, snow is hopefully long gone here, but you know what? I'm not going to count my chickens before they hatch. We are in Canada, and it could still snow in March. I've seen it snow on spring break. I think the latest I've seen a dusting of snow here is April 18th, is the latest I've ever recorded a snow here in our garden. It was the most bizarre thing. It never got that cold. It was just, it was above freezing. It was like this freak snowfall. So when I say above freezing, it was above 32 degrees Fahrenheit. And then it started, the rain turned to snow. Accumulation. It wasn't a lot, and then it melted. Then it 18th of April. I think it was the 18th, somewhere around. I have to look at my records. My Majesty Palm, Leader Point Joe is dead, making comeback. Cool. Hardy palm trees. Don't give you up your palm trees, people. No, don't. Once again, we have a perfect climate for coconuts, except, yeah, I know. It's too bad about the winter climates, right? Camel, is Cape Sable Island warmer than Briar? Yes, Sable Island is milder than Briar. I've looked at the weather records for Sable Island. The lowest temperature ever recorded in Sable Island is around minus 19.1 degrees Celsius, and that happened, I think, in the 1930s. They get a lot of wind out there, though. Winter can pull pranks like the March 1993 superstorm Mobile, Alabama. 2 inches in Birmingham, Sam, Alabama. 12 inches. Wow, that's crazy. Birmingham. And that's right down on the coast. Wow, in the Gulf. 1993. I remember the 93 winter well. January 93 was a cold one. That was the last time our lakes actually froze here in January 1993. And then they froze again 25 years later. So often you get your big polar event. Not often, Tiki. The last time we had a bad deep freeze was December 2008. And it got down to 18 degrees Fahrenheit here. That's the coldest I've ever recorded. So 18 degrees Fahrenheit, you can figure that out. So, so far, well, you know what it is, Tiki, and people can't seem to understand or wrap their head around me being at 48 degrees north latitude. It's the Pacific Ocean that does it, okay? Anywhere on the Pacific coast of Canada is mild winters, mild wet winters. It's the Pacific Ocean. It's the North Pacific Current and the offshore Japan Current. And it regulates the air temperatures. So there's no extremes, Tiki. We have no extremes in weather. There's no big swings. It doesn't go like 80 degrees in the winter and then down to minus 10. Like a lot of places can do that. It can go up to 50 degrees Fahrenheit and then down to minus 10. It doesn't happen. It's really steady It's just really consistent here. You know what I mean? So, like I say, the lowest temperature here was 27.6 degrees Fahrenheit. And on that day, the high temperature might have been like 33 degrees Fahrenheit, something like that. There's not a big difference in temperature swing. It's because of the ocean. Now, if you go inland from the ocean, completely different story. Completely different story. The farther you go inland, the colder it gets because you don't have the ocean to regulate the air temperatures, right? Look at my go to my channel, this channel, and punch in zone maps. I got it. I talk about the zone map and the zone, so it can go so quickly from zone 8B to zone 2 because we have mountains and valleys. It's insane on the coast. So the mildest area of Canada is just a strip along the Pacific coast and the islands. Out here, I'm on the island, and out here in the islands are very mild, all the way up the coast, all the way up to Alaska is mild. Coastal Alaska is really mild. Rockies do their yeah. We don't have to. We're lucky we got the Rocky Mountains to the east, but in before that, we also have the Coast Mountain Range. So none of the cold air from the prairies ever comes to the coast here. So that cold air that Texas gets never happens here on the coast. Palmy Pal, it's been very warm here. That's a good thing. I think winter is over. The polar vortex is getting stronger. Yeah, we don't have a polar vortex here. We call it the Polar Express or the Arctic Alaska Blaster, we like to call it. Yeah, so that's what we have. We call it the Alaska Blaster. That's why South Carolina's classified. Yeah, it is subtropical for sure. Yeah. And Vancouver too, Tiki. I mean, there's so many palm trees in Vancouver. The streets are lined with palm trees. You go to the west end of Vancouver at English Bay, and it's like being in the Riviera. There are palm trees everywhere. People's gardens align the streets around the buildings. It's really cool. Big tree ferns, giant timber bamboo stands, cordy-lines, all that stuff. You got the urban heat, and Vancouver's got the ocean wrapped around most of it too. So I just saw that the Gulf Stream that warms Europe. Yeah, it's weak. I saw that too, Sam, on the Weather Channel today. Yeah, cool. That's not cool, actually. It is cool as in cold. And if they lose the Gulf Stream, they're screwed. This summer sucked. It was like 17 degrees Celsius. Oh, really? Yeah, no, this summer was the same as it was, is dry and warm here. Hasn't been below zero without also. Hasn't been below zero without the wind chill. How about you? Yeah, no, we 0 degrees or 0 degrees Celsius. Celsius here is 32 degrees Fahrenheit. So Wyatt, the coldest temperature, like I say, was 27.6 degrees Fahrenheit here. It doesn't drop below 0 degrees Celsius here much, 32 degrees Fahrenheit. 0 degrees Fahrenheit is minus 18 degrees Celsius. So, yeah, Tiki, I was born and raised here on the coast, born in Vancouver, and then I moved to Salt Spring Island a few decades to grow palm trees and exotic plants better. That's the only reason I actually moved here to the Southern Gulf Islands, because we don't get cold outflow winds and the climate is very gentle. It is a very gentle climate, and we are in a rain shadow. We're definitely in a rain shadow here too. So I consider Briar Island as a bit less cold than St. Catharines. Also, yeah, it probably is Briar Island than St. Catharines. And St. Catharines is supposed to be a good spot too, but it's still way colder than here in the winter. So as the Hawaiian Island is kind of Vancouver Island is the big. Yeah, we call people that live on Salt Spring call Vancouver Island the Big Island, because it is the Big Island. It's a lot bigger than our Gulf Islands. Palm tree dude, when I go to Hilton Head, again, take tons. Hey, cool, do that, palm tree dude. That's awesome. Hilton Head. I'd love to go to Hilton Head. Oh no, Joe. But I honestly prefer Kauai. Oh yeah, I'd love Kauai. Is awesome. I've never been there. We go to Maui and Oahu. Are you meaning Kauai? Kauai. We go to Maui, and I have friends that live on Kauai. I like Hilton Head more than yeah. Florida's never interested me. Kauai has a canyon. They sure do. And they call it the Garden Island, Jane. Well, Jane knows that. Jane lives in Hawaii because everything grows over there. It's so lush. And they have a very rainy spot in Kauai, too. One of the rainiest spots of the world. Most of the Palm Talk members are snowbirds in California and Florida. Hey, I saw a Texas license plate the other day when I was in town yesterday. I took a picture of it. and I told you some people from Florida stopped by our garden the other day. I was out there working, splitting wood, and they pulled into the driveway, and they're interested in buying palm trees. So they pull into our driveway when I was out there splitting wood at the B&B driveway. And this was last weekend, and they both had pretty strong Southern accents. And I asked them where they were from. They had British Columbia plates on their really nice SUV, and they said they're from Florida. They moved here from Palm Beach, Florida, and they like palm trees. I says that's really cool. So I said come back in the spring, and I'll sell it because my palm tree nursery's closed right now. So I said come back in March, and then I'll sell you some palm trees for your garden because they love palm trees, which is cool. So they moved here from Palm Beach, Florida to Salt Spring Island. And that's not the first people from Florida that are here. Most of the PalmTech members are snowbirds, California, Florida. You sure do like a challenge, Benjamin. I don't like that much of a challenge. I used to be a northern experimenter a lot back in the day, and I'm kind of done with it. So I'm not into really boxing things in. I just want palms to kind of grow on their own. Do you ever get 30 Celsius? Yes, we do. Absolutely, Wyatt. We do. Yeah, there's places on Salt Spring Island that get lots of 30°C days. Where they grow the commercial olive farms and the figs, there is 30°C days a lot in the summertime, plus 30°C. Kauai is in. Oh, Kauai. Oh, I've never heard of it. Kiowa. Okay, cool. Palm tree, dude. I never heard of it. Search up Kiowa Island. Oh, it sounds like a cool place because it's an island. Take lots of photos, Palmy Pal. Sable Lisa seed still not here. Yeah, things are taking longer in the mail. You know that. Logan that won the last draw, it took about, I think it took 4 weeks for him to get his package from me to Kentucky. And they said there's something wrong with the mail service in the States right now, and things are taking way longer. If I went to Salt Spring, I would grow more orchids. Yeah, we actually have native orchids here. You know that? We got about 2, maybe 3 different types of native orchids on Salt Spring Island. We have the ghost orchid, or phantom orchid. We have the spotted coral root, and we have the lady slipper orchid on Salt Spring Island. There might even be another one too. See them when we're in the forest. I have videos of the phantom orchid. They're really cool. Phantom orchids are really neat, and the spotted coral roots are beautiful. And I have videos of them here. Mount Wailea is that gets more than 300 inches. That's a lot of rain. We get about 30 to 35 inches here annually. On Salt Spring, and Honolulu gets about 21. Yeah, I think they would work for a bit, Benjamin, but then they would freeze in a bad winter in VA because VA beach can get cold at times. Or naturalizing wet. I know. I love the orchids there. Oh God, the things you can grow in Hawaii. I'm jealous. Benjamin, there is a YouTube channel about citrus. Yeah, and it will grow there for sure. I think in a cold winter you'd have to protect it in VA beach though. Have you tried growing? Yes, I have. I tried one about before I moved here. So it would have been the late 1980s, maybe 89 or maybe 1990. I tried a saw palmetto as a 2-gallon size imported from California through the Palm Society, and it died the first winter. But I was in zone 8A, 8B, so I need to try a saw palmetto here on Salt Spring Island. I've grown a lot of them, and I sold them as seedlings here. I grew both versions, the regular and the silver saw palmetto, but I don't have any in the garden. But you see, I did plant a Trithrinax last week, so we'll see how it does. Mount Wailea is on Kauai and is the wettest place on Earth. How about Honolulu? Yeah, Honolulu is pretty wet too, isn't it? Jane, Joe, have you tried growing? No, I'm going to try. I'll have to try a saw palmetto if I can get one. Name of channel, palm tree dude, please. What hardiness? If you want to see really good citrus growing on Vancouver Island, there's a lot of people here grow citrus too, right? Go to growing citrus on Vancouver Island. Bob Duncan is a citrus nut, and I think he picks probably a couple of 100 pounds of lemons off his lemon tree every year. He's got a Meyer lemon outside to die for, and it's been outside forever. It's huge, and it's full of lemons. So there are a lot of people here that grow citrus on our coast, and even here on Salt Spring Island, there are some nice citrus trees in sheltered gardens. For sure. Jeff at the plant farm has a huge one in his garden. It's got a trunk on it about like that, and it's probably more than 10 feet tall, and he picks citrus off of it. I have bamboo orchid, which is now... Oh, bamboo orchid. That sounds pretty cool. I like that one, Jane. Hardy down to 0 degrees. I'm growing 30-plus Calamondin citrus from seed. Cool, Palmy Pal. I tell you what we have. We have Meyer lemon. We have lime. We have... actually, we have 2 lemons. We have kumquat. Kumquat's sitting outside right now, loaded with fruit. We have pomelo. I had a massive orange tree, but the rats ate all the bark off of it, killed it. It was beautiful. Stalk on it like that, killed it. Those darn rats, dirty rats. There is even a naturalized citrus here. Cool. Well, Poinsettias trifoliate is really hardy, and they can grow in colder climates. But I think they use the fruits for flavoring drinks and stuff like that. Whether it does, eh? Waialeale gets more rain than Honolulu. Is that right, eh? Cool. Thanks, Jane. If you send me some saw palmetto seedlings, palm tree dude, I will send you something in return. I'll send you some of my hybrids. I send you some Salt Spring Island palms if you want. I could send you some Sable Brazoria. Hang on, Joe. Betty is turning on the TV. Betty is turning on the TV. Palm Duck Killer Clyde is in the house. Everybody, move aside. The naturalized citrus here is discussed. Probably it's Poinsettias trifoliate, and they actually use it for grafting stock. That's what they use it for. Hatteras Island is potentially for exotics. The mildest place in North Carolina, exceptional. Easy. You know a lot about this stuff, Benjamin. How old are you, Benjamin? Didn't you say you're like 10 years old? Holy cow. I wish I would have got into palm trees when I was 10 years old. I mean, I got into plants when I was a little kid, but and I've always loved palms, but I didn't start planting them until a little bit later in life. I was in my early 20s. Hatteras Island has potential exotics. I would love some Brazoria. Yeah, Brazoria are nice. I've been selling and shipping those in the spring. Honolulu is winter. That's why it's more rain. Yeah, I have Hey, Jane, I have friends that live in Poipu Beach, in Kauai. Camel Lakes. I remember you saying there, wild sable miner in Pineville. Cool. I have some from Elizabeth City, North Carolina. There's 8B9A at the Cape. Cool. It's pretty good. Sable palmetto will grow good there in 8B9A. There are some palmettos, like I say, on our coast. They're not super common, but there are palmetto palms trees on our coast. My friend Brian has one in his yard, and I know other Palm Society members that do have them. They have to do graduation photos early because of COVID. Oh, I mentioned that. I can't say that word. Well, what grade are you in, Benjamin? Are you 11 or grade 11? I would prefer Wilmington to Hatteras. Actually, you know what? I have palms from Hatteras too. You're in zone 5B. Yeah, Wyatt. Sausages with taters. Oh, see, that's a good dinner right there. Wendy made an awesome burger, Clyde. It was a top sirloin beef burger. It was just so thick, the patty in it, and she loaded up with mushrooms, and then she put bacon in it. It was like a massive burger. I had to stuff in my pie hole. It was good. But you know what? I like sausage with taters and mac. We had deer sausage 2 nights ago. Wendy made huge deer sausages. They were awesome. Local deer, of course. The mountain gets more rain than, yes, it does. It's like the West Maui Mountains, Jane. They get about 4 inches of rain annually, 400 inches of rain, I think, on Maui. They get a ton of rain up in there on the backside. I think it's the backside of the West Maui Mountains, near Landsworth Canal. A few other. I'm going to Hatteras this summer. I need to find some. Yeah, cool. Do you think it might, Camel? Anyway, Palm Tree Dude, if you do get a hold of Sereno Repens, I will trade you with something that I have here. How long and you, Wendy, been together? Wyatt, we've been together. This is our 9th. Oh, no, going into our 10th year. 2012. So that's 9 years. 9 years. So I met her in January, early January 2012. So 9 years. And we've been married for coming up 5 years. Later this year, will be 5 years married. Batteries has a ton of miners scattered. I love to see wild miners. April, Lunata, Charleston is 9A. Yeah, that's what I always thought too. But a ribeye burger. Hey, you know what, Benjamin? It might have been a ribeye burger. Maybe it was. I don't know. It was. Hey, Wendy, what was that burger? What type of meat was that? Was it a prime rib? Prime rib. Wendy made a prime rib burger, man. It was awesome. I love a good prime rib burger. Sunday has Rolston Sunday has amazing palm trees. Cool. Would stuff like that would have. So just look anywhere in the forest. That's cool. Kind of like our forest is full of trackies, but I throw the seed there. That's why they're growing. I have pics of huge Washingtonian shrubs, so I have no doubt. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've seen Washingtonia there. I've seen pictures of them, and it's definitely a mild area, Charleston. I mean, what latitude is Charleston, South Carolina? It's got to be down there, right? It's way down there. Is it like the same latitude as, say, Los Angeles? Would it be like 34 degrees latitude, something like that? I'm guessing. I could look that up. I know it's down there, guys. It's way down there. So, and it's hot and humid. That would be a place I'd definitely like to visit and collect some palm seed too. So many palm trees in Charleston, and I mean, there's lots of palm trees up in Virginia Beach too. Even huge Washingtonian, Alabama. Yep, there are there's big ones there. I've seen pictures of them posted. One of the members on our board posts them. Bermuda is 11A. Yeah, Hawaii's up there too. Hawaii's even warmer than Bermuda. Palmy, yeah, long as it's developed, that's some wet areas. Means overflowing water. Oh, really, Jane? Jane, you are a fountain of information. Gotta love Jane. Thanks, Jane. That's interesting. Overflowing water, kind of like our creek. I'm near the lat of 34.9. Wow. So you're pretty much the same lat as, you know what? You're the same lat pretty much as Los Angeles, and you're actually a lower latitude probably than Bermuda, because I think Bermuda is a little bit higher than 34.9. Correct me if I'm wrong, you guys, but I always thought Bermuda was like straight off the coast, about 500 miles of southern end of North Carolina. Am I right on that? It's like out from North Carolina about 500 miles, right? Bermuda has coconuts. Yeah, they do. There are queens there too, though. The summit of Wailea is one of the rainiest places. Is that right, eh? I want to call it Wailea. It's not Wailea. Wailea. I guess that's how you say it. You know what? I think that much rain would probably get to me after a while. So up here in the Great Bear Rainforest and on the west coast of Vancouver Island, I think places like Tofino get about 12 feet of rain a year. 144 inches is a lot of rain. Too much for me. Just on the edge, subtropical line. I thought Bermuda was the same latitude as Charleston and Hilton. Oh, yeah, okay, there we go, palm tree, dude. Something like that. Yeah, so it's a higher latitude than, say, South Carolina, but it is a subtropical climate out there, and they can grow more stuff just because it's way out in the ocean. That's why they grow coconut palms. It doesn't get as cold as South Carolina can. We're not big TV people. Same with us, Duck Killer Clyde. You know what? We watch more YouTube. Although Wendy just recently, about a week or so ago, got Prime, Amazon Prime. And we watched a really good series called Yellowstone. And if you ever get a chance, watch Yellowstone. It's actually Kevin Costner stars in it. It's actually a really good series. And now she's watching another one on Prime. But Prime was good because I just ordered another weather station last week. My new weather station came and it got here in 2 days, which was kind of cool. I think it was maybe 3 days. Isn't 35 Lathic? I think so, something like that. But you know what, Duck Killer Clyde, I don't watch a lot of TV either. What do you think of Dipsis decarii? That's one I've always wanted to try, and I never have. And I think they talk about it in this book. This is a good book right here if you ever get a chance. It's called Subtropical Gardening in a Temperate Climate. And one of the guys in the Palm Society wrote this book. It was, let's just see. Came out, I got it in 1997. But it does talk about all these different hardy palms that should be tested here. So I tried, he mentioned trying Chamaedorea radicalis. So in 1997, I got a Chamaedorea radicalis and I tried it outside, and guess what? It's still there. And it actually tells you the lowest temperatures recorded. It's Vancouver. Vancouver minimum temperatures in here. It's actually got all the weather data in here, which is kind of really cool. Right there. I like weather. There's all the weather data for Vancouver right there throughout the different years, which is a very interesting read. So that's actually kind of a cool book. I got that through the Palm Society. Huh. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let's just see something here, guys. Okay, so the coldest temperature recorded in Vancouver was minus 17.8 degrees Celsius in January 1950, and then late December 1968. And so that's the coldest temperature ever recorded in Vancouver, minus 17.8 degrees Celsius. But that was at the airport. At Cole Harbor, the coldest temperature recorded was around minus 15 degrees Celsius, something like that. So it just depends where you are. You're a little, we are just a little south of Portland, Oregon. Okay, so Portland, Oregon is 46 degrees north latitude. You know, there's a Portland, Maine, too. What do you think of Dipsisticariae? I like the tropical cancer. Jane, Dubachia Wiley is a special plant that grows. Oh, really? What does it look like? Is it, Jane, is it like a flower mat? Too. Geographically, the subtropical line goes through Charlotte, Camel. Cool, interesting. Good information, you guys. Everybody learns from you guys. That's what's nice about you guys, throwing all these all this information out there. That's really cool. April Lunata. Where is April Lunata? I see her in there. Bermuda. Are you a palm grower? I guess everybody in here is probably a palm grower. Not necessarily Jane. I think Jane has so many palm trees around her, she probably doesn't grow them. She grows a lot of other things. Where are you located? He's in Maine, Clyde. He's over in Maine on the East Coast. Benjamin's in Quebec. He's north of Maine, Wyatt. Yeah. How's the weather down there today, Clyde? It's today was about 51 degrees Fahrenheit up here on the Gulf Islands, and we did have some wind, but it kind of petered out in Quebec, north of Montreal. So probably about the same growing zone as Wyatt, Benjamin. Yeah. April Lunata yesterday. 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 That's a song. Well, it's cold here. 23 Fahrenheit in Maine, in your town. My neighbor cut down their prickly pear and just. Oh, good. Yeah, that's the thing with prickly pear. Rain, low 50s. Okay, cool. That's great temperatures. Good for your palms. Clyde, your Trachycarpus palms are loving it, man. It's a small shrub that grows tight. An umbrella keeps dry. Oh, interesting. But it probably very tropical, Jane. Hilton Head is actually south of Bermuda. That's crazy, eh? Isn't that wild? That Bermuda is north of Hilton Head. 5A, 5B, and extreme north down 5A. Yeah. So if you're going to grow a palm in Montreal, folks, you better build a structure around it and heat it, because there ain't no palms going to be growing out in the open anywhere in Montreal or in Ontario too. Because even though some people claim it was a milder winter in Ontario, it still was cold enough to kill palm trees. Prickly pear ex barrel cactus, April cross barrel cactus. Oh, Wishlenzia, fishhook barrel cactus. I've seen some growing in a garden here years ago, and they were about this big. They were under an overhang of a house. They're probably gone now. Probably ripped them out. They ripped down the Washingtonia palm. They got that cut down. Betty and I will be taking our honeymoon soon. Can decide between Salt Spring Island. San Francisco is supposed to be nice. You know what? I've never been to San Francisco, Clyde. You know what? There's a lot of nice palms in San Francisco. Go to San Francisco. You can come back with a whole bunch of seed, Clyde, right by I think on the south side of the big bridge there. What do they call the bridge that goes over to San Francisco? The Golden Gate. Apparently, there's a really nice botanical garden there, Clyde, not too far from it, and they grow Trachycarpus tequil. So my advice to you and Betty, go down to San Francisco and bring a big bag, a whole bunch of bags, and collect a bunch of seed, and then you could be busy when you get back sowing all that cool palm seed that you collect in San Francisco. I love Hilton Head's Livistone australis. Cool. I better check and see if my seed's up. I did sow some australis seed. I heard never been, so I can't judge. Yeah, I've never been to San Francisco, but I do like the flora, and the climate is really mild there. Like, it's super mild. There's bougainvilleas, and you can grow just about anything you want in San Francisco except coconuts, but lots of different palms grow there. I want to grow a catalpa. Oh, yeah, catalpa bignoides. There's lots of those that grow on our island. They're very hardy. Try a Paulownia tomentosa. Get busy when we get back. Yeah, sweet. Awesome, Clyde. Yeah, well, it's good to get busy all the time. You're the man. Clyde is the man. I would shake your hand, but I can't. Well, everybody's doing these knuckle bumps right now. They're knuckle bumping. Nobody shakes hands anymore. Well, you know what? Somebody shook my hand today. A guy shook my hand today. So I still shake hands. Key West would be really good if there wasn't. Yeah, it's too busy down there. But I heard Key West is really nice, but I heard the humidity is really harsh. Really, really harsh. Bigfoot's back. Yeah. High humidity would kill me. I just cannot handle high humidity. It's just it drains my energy, like I've said before. So welcome, Scotty. Missing the handshake. You know what? I shook a guy's hand today, Scotty. Hey, did you get those palms planted? April Luna, welcome, Scotty. Did you get them planted? So everybody, for your information, Scotty is my neighbor. He's just a couple of properties over, and he's got a nice chunk of property there. He's got lots of palm trees on it. He's planting more palm trees. He's ripping out all these ugly boxwoods. Unfortunately, those ugly boxwoods are in our garden now, and Scotty's replaced them with Trachycarpus palms. And he's got some really cool plants growing in there too. There's a monkey puzzle, and there's a whole bunch of other cool stuff in there. It's pretty much on the ocean, so it's a wind. Okay, cool. More in the ground. Key West is one place. Caribbean islands feel like a true Caribbean. Is that right, eh? Cool. I will burn. You will burn the rest. Awesome. I was out busy cutting up more eucalyptus that's down. I got one last one to cut up down near the ravine, so we're going to have a big fire tomorrow. There are some hardy yuccas growing down the street from us. Cool. Love yuccas. I do love yuccas. So tomorrow, like I said, guys, you're in there. If I don't do the draw tomorrow, I will do it on Sunday. Water spouts in the Gulf Island. Not that I've ever seen, but you know what? Years ago, there was a water spout in White Rock, south of Vancouver. It's about 25 miles south of Vancouver. There was a freak storm and a water spout out there. And I've heard them happening off the, I think maybe off of Victoria. I've never seen one, though. I don't know. Bigfoot's in there somewhere, I think. Not too sure. April Lunata. Water spouts are scary. Yeah, I don't know. But I think that's kind of like a twister on the ocean, right? Something like that. Like I say, the climate here is very mild. So yesterday it snowed in Vancouver. Okay, for your information, it snowed in Vancouver. And it's funny because yesterday the global news, national news cameraman was here doing a thing where interviewing me, and he says, "Did you guys get that snow we got in Vancouver?" And I said, "No, but I heard about it on the radio." So he says, "Yeah, I woke up in the morning and everything was covered in snow." Well, it missed us out in the islands. I saw a water spout from the Oaks. Oh, you saw one, Scotty. Cool. Wow. Yeah, I've never seen a water spout. I've seen lots of dirt devils, but no. Yeah, dust devils. There you go, Camel. I saw the coolest dust devil once. I was out mowing the sports field, and I swear to God, this thing was 50 feet high, at least 50-foot tall dust devil. It looked like a twister. And by the time I got my camera out, it was in my shorts. I got the thing out. By the time I got it going, it was done. And it went across the parking lot so fast, and it had to have been anywhere between 30 to 50 feet tall. And it looked like a tornado. It was the coolest. I wish I would have got it on video. So maybe I don't have any dirt devils on video. I need to get one on my YouTube channel. And there's some stronger ones too. There was a F4 tornado about 4 miles. Wow, crazy. That's scary. April, a dirt devil is like a tornado. Aloha, Martin from the Netherlands. Hello. Good to see you in there. A mini wind spout made of sand. Yeah, basically what it is, it's like a little twister that picks up the dust, and you can see it just spinning around up there. But I mean, here they're not that strong. It's not going to blow you over. It's not going to flip over a car, but it does look cool when it goes across. And I see them out on the track too at Portlock. We had a tornado outbreak 2019, F4s. Wow. Yeah. When we had that hurricane wind go through the islands on December 20th, 2018, a lot of people thought it was actually a twister that went through because it followed a path. My buddy Robert caught a small tornado on video. And oh, no way. Oh, I'd love to see. So was it actually in your area, Clyde? You don't get tornadoes down there, do you? In Oregon? I didn't think they even happened there. Palm, we had a tornado in 2019. F4s. That's scary. I don't want any big tornadoes here. I mean, maybe there's just too many mountains here for them. Netherlands is beautiful. Bulb flowers. Yeah, lots of flowers in the Netherlands. Yeah, so they do happen, I guess. Clyde. Well, I think there's maybe too many mountains and stuff, the topography, right? Maybe flatter areas of Oregon, maybe they get them. I mean, I know they get them in Edmonton. Alberta, they get tornadoes. Why are all Bigfoots? I don't know. I'm not hiding anything. My buddy Robert caught a small tornado. Netherlands has beautiful bulbs. Yeah, they do. I'd love to see the Netherlands too. I can remember a five Where? In Oregon? No way. Really? You're kidding. Speaking of tornado seasons, almost tornado season in the South Central. Yeah, that would freak me out enough. The tornadoes down there. Yeah, I mean, you don't hear of tornadoes in the Pacific Northwest. You can get some pretty wicked windstorms at time, but they call them typhoons, and I know typhoons tropical, but there's sort of remnants of typhoons, and they can come through here and wreak havoc. But the last one that came through here was in December 2018, and it honestly did follow a path and a narrow strip, and it ripped out so many trees, and it caused so much damage to people's houses, and totally missed us here on the north end. It knocked down a rotten tree on the property in the back, and that was it. But it wasn't that bad up here. New person in stream. Tornadoes are not ever here ever. Where are you, April? Where do you live? Yeah, please. Speaking of tornado, black locust is a huge invasive species. Yeah, we have black locust here. Black locust trees, Wyatt? Are you talking about black locust trees? Because the playground in our park is made out of black locust wood. We had the heaviest winter in 9 years. Every deep freeze for. Is that right, Martin? Yeah. Martin, the lowest temperature here was minus 2.4 degrees Celsius for winter. I'm in Canberra. Oh, you're in Australia. Oh man, everything grows in Australia. That's awesome. Yes, trees. Yeah. So Wyatt, the wood apparently will last 100 years in the ground because it's got these natural things in it. These oils, I guess, are resins, so it doesn't rot. And so the latest playground we put in last year in the park is all made out of black locust. Longview, Washington, 2 in Malaya, Oregon. Like, wow, crazy! I can't believe there's actually there's tornadoes in those areas. Minus 13 was the lowest. That's pretty cold for the Netherlands. Very cold. So this year, Martin, we had a Zone 9B winter here, but winter is not over yet. But I'm not seeing any cold in the foreseeable future, so I want to leave it at that. So far, we've had a 9B winter. We could drop into 9A if it gets a little colder. They took down our tornado. Oh, you had a tornado siren. Wow. April, why do you keep changing your profile pic? Canberra is nice one day. Yeah, be nice to move to Australia. They took down your. Why do you? I probably broke or something like that. Canberra is nice. I've never been to Australia, but you know what? The thing is, going to Australia by plane is a long way. Boat is even longer, but I don't know if I could actually sit on a plane that long. Minus 35 Fahrenheit. Wyatt, that is cold, buddy. That is cold. Minus 35 degrees Fahrenheit. Joe, it's pronounced Molala. Molala. Molale. Molali. Molala. Molala. Like mowing the lawn and La La Land. Molala. Cool. I like that name. Sounds exotic. Probably has a lot of dust devils. Oh, yeah. I bet you they do in Australia. Our cord in Australia died off. Oh, no way. Well, it'll come back from the ground, Martin. My profile pic is coconut tree from Queensland. Cool. Minus 40. Minus 40, Benjamin. Oh. French Polynesia is supposed to be nice. That's for Tahiti and all that stuff. Well, if you guys have never tried Hawaii, you should try it. It'd be cool. Native American. Okay, cool. Yeah, there's a lot of names up here of towns and stuff. Like Sawasan is a native. It's an indigenous name, a native name, an Indian name. We have a lot of stuff named Cowichan, Cowichan Valley, and Tofino. I think Tofino might even be that too. Ucluelet. I live in Zone 9A. Wow, cool. In Australia. Huh. I thought it'd even be warmer there. How about that? Just like my wife, Native American, just like my wife. There you go. Well, you know what? We all came from somewhere else originally, because I bet you your parents or your parents' parents, Clyde, came from somewhere else, or were they born in the States? It's like my parents, my dad was born in Vancouver, but his parents came from Italy, right? My mom was born in Canada, but her mom's parents were born in the Ukraine, right? So they came from somewhere else. So, are you actually a true American? Were you actually born there in your family? Like when they go from Europe, because a lot of Americans and Canadians came from Europe. Package Hogan, finally, silly mail system. They said even on the news that the U.S. mail system is really, really slower than usual, right? So I'm glad you got it. My great grandfather came to the. Oh, cool. So you're British descent. Cool. And we had a lot of British settlers here too. right? A lot of British settlers came from Britain. They came from the Shetland Islands, Scotland. B. Rosie, hi Joe, it's Betty. Betty is on there. Cool. Hey Betty, do you have a YouTube channel? That's cool, kind of like a little avatar you got there. Betty, good to see you in there. He means native before colonization. Exactly, yeah. 1926. Okay, so nearly 100 years ago, right? Nearly 100 years ago. So my dad's family came from Italy in 1933. I think it was 33 they came from Italy, something like that. But that's when the mom and sister came over, and then my dad was born right after that. But my dad's dad came to Canada before that to start working and make money so he could bring the family over a decade later from southern Italy. So he came over, many years before. He landed in Nova Scotia, worked his way to Vancouver, and worked heavy construction, bridges, and building stuff like that. So in your Egypt, yeah, camels from Egypt. So there's people from like all over the place here. And then there's Jane in Hawaii. April, my ancestors are Cherokee, British. Oh, cool. Hey, you'd like the song by who is it? I'm just trying to think. Why is my mind a blank? Paul Revere and the Raiders, Cherokee Nation. Listen to that song, Logan. Go to YouTube and I'll find it for you. It's a super cool song. It came out around 1972 or 71. Paul Revere and the Raiders. I think it's called Cherokee Nation. It's a super cool song. You'd like it. If you like retro stuff, even if you don't like retro stuff, I think you'd like that song. And I think he was Cherokee. I'm pretty sure he was a Cherokee dude. He took the whole there you go. Duck Killer Clyde knows it. There you go. And put them on a reservation. You're the man, Clyde. And you're not even that old and you remember that old stuff. I'm mainly Polish and Italian. Oh, cool. Okay, so palm tree dude. My mom was Ukrainian and my dad was Italian. There you go. So my mom was, I don't know what part of Ukraine she came, but she was born in Canada. I'm talking about her relatives. And my dad's side of the family from Reggio Calabria, Ardori in southern Italy. Like I said, toe of the boot, there's Sicily, and then there's Calabria right there, Ardori. I'm European. Yeah, so there's a lot of European descent. We got to find that video, guys. Paul Revere and the Raiders. That is an awesome video. I'm Italian and German. So we got a couple Italians in there. Germans too. Good food happening too. Are you any of you guys good cooks? We know Clyde and Betty are good cooks, right? And they eat a lot of that wild meat too. So Clyde, have you been hunting lately? You get any birds? My ancestors are from southern Italy. Hey, that's cool. Okay, so palm tree dude, my relatives are from my dad's side of the family, like I say, Ardori, Ardore, is a small town. You're American. Yeah. Well, I'm Canadian, but I mean, I was born here, but like I say, Betty is the cook, not me. Oh, cool. I bet she's a good cook. You gotta like that. You gotta like having a wife that's a good cook. If she is your wife, she's not your wife. You guys aren't married, are you? But you're pretty much like being married. No hunting right now. Work, work, work. Well, you know what? You got to work too. That's good. It's how we make our money. They're from Calabria. Cool. I still have relatives down there, palm tree dude. Bigfoot Squad moved to southern northern Sydney. You guys make me laugh. Oh, there's White with dreamy eyes. Cool. Good to see you in there. I'm trying to find a video of Paul Revere so Logan can watch the video. And so now that most of everybody's in there, like I said, a few years back, I figured out that Pocahontas is one of. No way, really? You're kidding. That's awesome. I want to move to Cronulla, which is. I've never heard of it. Cronulla. Wow. I'm going to do something here. Cherokee Nation. I'm going to find it, and I'm going to put the link in here for Logan. This is for Logan.
Customizable platforms to help enhance your training experience. We got you.
Okay, so Logan, this is for you, buddy. Here's a link for you. You watch this video. I think you'll like it, bud. There's a video link for you right there. And hopefully it showed up. I don't know. Did my video link show up? No. Where's my video link? Can I post a video link here? Let's try that again. Paste. Isn't that weird? It does not let me post a video link on here. That was like, oh, did it? Oh, there it is. Okay, there we go. Sorry, it just took time to show up. So anyway, there's a video for you to watch, Logan. That's for you. I think you'll like it. It's a pretty cool song. There we go. It did come out in the early 70s. I like retro stuff. So, and yeah, check out the video. I think you'll like the song. It is, and I think, like I say, I'm pretty sure he is Cherokee, the lead singer. And they were a pretty famous band back in the 60s and early 70s. Now I know, sorry, I hit it. I showed up twice. Silly YouTube. It was just slow. It was kind of delayed. So we actually have B&B guests here right now, and they must not be using the internet. And Dave, guess where they're staying? White with Dreamy Eyes. They're in the tiny house. They're staying in the tiny house today. Yeah, they're from Victoria. So I think the B&B will be busy with a lot of local people this year. When I say local, I'm talking coastal BC, and I'm talking the Big Island. Hi, Camel. Hi, Logan. Hi, Clyde. Hi, Sam. And hi, April. Everybody is in here today except Sandor. There's no Sandor. Wyatt, you know the city of Halifax? We have a fort called Fort Halifax. Is that right, eh? You also have a place called Portland, Maine, right? Portland, Maine. Do you know? Yeah, I think they will like it. They're only here for a night, so they just checked in today, this afternoon. Maybe even Melbourne. They will. I think they'll have fun. Younger couple. White with dreamy eyes. Joe, I have little sympathy for the South that froze their palms. Yeah, they got it cold, Clyde, man. And it has happened before. It's nothing new. And I think parts of Dallas got to 0 degrees Fahrenheit or below. Basically, what's going to happen, it's going to weed out all the wimpy plants, and only the hardiest palms will survive. And there's a lot of big established plants there that will probably be dead. Like Washingtonia robusta, if there's any of those, I would say they're done. Big, mature Washingtonia flifera probably have a chance. And with the heat they get, they may regrow some of them. Some of them will probably pleasantly surprise us. We're going to have to find out. Tony's always posting on my People Who Love Palm Trees board. So I told him to keep us updated because he's got an amazing palm garden in Dallas, Texas. But we know that cold comes straight down from the prairies of Canada, and there's nothing to stop it. And it goes straight for Texas. And it even froze in San Antonio, Texas. And I think even Austin got cold too, the capital of Texas, right? It was cold. I don't know if it got cold right down to the Gulf, but yeah, crazy. I haven't seen any photos. I've seen a lot of photos of the damage, the carnage of the palms in Texas. It's pretty sad. I have no relatives. You have no relatives. Come on, Dave. You must have some relatives. Yeah, I think their pipes froze down there too. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Logan, seed germination, go for it. Did you get my video on did you get the video, Logan, on the baggy method? It was on Wendy's channel, not mine. I've seen no photo. Oh, I've seen so many on my Facebook group, People Who Love Palm Trees, Wyatt, that people are posting so many photos of crispy palm trees in Texas. So if you're on Facebook, go to People Who Love Palm Trees and Exotic Plants, and you will be inundated with fried up palm pictures. Yeah. I'm just being myself. Well, it's good to be yourself. Camel who likes it. Well, midfield like. Yeah. So what happened? The power grid failed down there or something? Emerald is more prepared for the cold. Yeah. Yeah. Some people are just not used to that cold down there. Torquay really. Do you know how many palms are in Torquay, man? Torquay is like 9B. It's unbelievable. It's so mild in the UK. There's so many palms. My daughter lived there. My daughter lived in Cornwall. The promenade was lined with date palms. There's huge date palms in London. London's the same latitude as Vancouver. There are so many palm trees in England, it's not even funny. And they can grow a lot more stuff than we can grow here. Who likes Coke? Yeah. I'm sure I'm not related to Genghis Khan. No. Could I use Miracle Grow? Miracle Grow. Where does it say that? I missed that. Pipes. A lot of busted pipes. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of busy plumbers in Texas, Martin. I missed something here. Let's see. Oh, Miracle Grow. Could I use Miracle Grow potting? So yes, you could. Yes, you could use this light, Logan. Nice light potting mix for seeds and sterilized. Do not use garden soil from outside. Yeah. Has their own grid. How about Sweden? Sweden. There are palm trees in Sweden too, because I've seen them in southern Sweden. There are people that grow palm trees. I have a friend there that grows palm trees, but it did get pretty cold there this winter, so I don't know. He's got a big jubei in his garden. Scilly Isles is like LA. Yep. I should show you the book I have on the Scilly Isles. I sent to the Scilly Isles back in the 1980s, and the gardener there sent me a book back on the palms that grow in the Scilly Isles and the gardens, the exotica, right? I had a friend that went there. It's amazing. It's just absolutely amazing, the Scilly Isles. It's like Zone 10, Los Angeles or Louisiana. Yeah, they can't cope with freezes in the deep south like that. Here in the north, we can cope with freezes. We have a wood stove, man. I got a wood stove. That's why I'm dressed like this. It's warm in here. It's nice. It's like, I don't know, it's probably like 23 degrees Celsius. The Scilly Isles. Yeah, it's called the Scilly Isles. Not spelled that way, though. It's called this way. Scilly Isles. The Isle of Tresco. Tresco Abbey Gardens. Okay, guys, you want to see an amazing garden? Go to YouTube and YouTube the Tresco Abbey Gardens. If you want to see amazing palm trees, there's date palms in there that were planted in the 1800s, and it's 28 miles off the coast of Cornwall, off the south coast of England. Okay, great, Logan. Perfect. Yeah, let me know when they germinate. And I'm glad you won. So we'll see who the lucky winner is this weekend. What do you want to know about Washington? WA? I would be on Sicily. Yeah, Sicily. Sicily's a nice climate too. I think Sicily's probably like San Diego, right? Something like that. You heard about the sea turtles had to rescued in the Gulf Coast cold weather? No way, that's crazy. Well, I've told you that sea turtles actually wash up in the blue water and land on the big island here on Vancouver Island on the west coast. So the last time, 2 years ago, a sea turtle came up in the blue water from Hawaii, and it was alive and suffering hypothermia. It actually did survive. Most of them wash up or dead, but this one was alive, and they rescued it, and they took it over to the Vancouver Aquarium. It actually, and sometimes seals wash up there too, the tropical seals. Wow, Joe, you sure have a lot of help you're against. Yeah, I don't think there's any trolls in here today, though. It's all pretty good. I think. I live 45 south of Washington. 45 south of Washington in Oregon. 45 miles? 45 miles south of Washington, Clyde? The Texas freeze probably weeded out a lot of non-native. Oh, yeah. Invasive ones, too. Probably killed a lot of people, too. My bad. I'm from another country and not familiar with your geography. Oh, yeah. Good luck to everyone in the... Yeah. Cool. It'll be fun. Wendy's going to do the draw. I mean, I'll be here, too, but she puts her hand 45 minutes for... Same thing. 45 minutes, 45 mile. Okay, cool. Oh, I didn't realize you're that close to Washington. I thought you were a lot farther south. Did you know that was south of the end was a drop? No, I didn't know that, palm tree dude. Cool. We measure distance in driving minutes. Yeah, I go in kilometers or miles, right? So the guy I worked with the other day says, how far is it from Salt Spring to Victoria? And I said, probably about 50 kilometers, and that's about 30 miles. So it is about 32 miles from Salt Spring, 32 miles from Salt Spring Island to Victoria. 60 miles per hour is 1 mile a minute. Oh, cool. See, I didn't know that. And I guess you'd know that because you do a lot of driving. I drive a lot too in the day, but I'm not driving a big rig like you. I'm just driving my Parks truck, my Silverado Chevy. Coconuts on the Mediterranean is still to see. I wonder. Yeah, I don't know, because it can get cold in the Mediterranean once in a while. Do you have No. And people in the deep south talk about these Bradford pears. What the heck is a Bradford pear? It's probably something that loses its leaves, and I probably wouldn't like it very much because I'm not really much into deciduous plants. Parts of Mexico 5A in the mountains. Yeah, because that's why I grow palms from Mexico. I grow Camadori radicalis and microspadec. 60 miles per hour, 60, same thing. Interesting. Very interesting, Clyde. I have a pear from Adelaide. I have a Guatemalan cherry growing in our garden. It's evergreen. I planted it as a seedling, and I got to keep cutting it back. It's a cherry tree from Guatemala. The heavy frost damaged my Fatsias. Yeah, hopefully they'll come back. They will freeze though. -13 is pretty cold for Fatsia. They're beautiful. Yeah, there's no Bradford pears here. No Bradford pears here that I've ever seen, Sam. Yeah, I don't like math though. I've never really liked math very much. So when I'm going 60 miles an hour, I can go 60 miles. I will make it 60 miles. That amount of miles if I'm going that fast. That's what you're saying, right? And I guess so. It makes sense, right? Bradford pear is a tree native to China, Vietnam, is planted in the deep. I'm going to have to look it up. I mean, I know a lot of people grow crepe myrtles there too. Lagerstroemia indica, right? Is that what it is? Is that what it is? Lagerstroemia indica. We grow a nice one called Indian Hawthorn here, Rapiolepis indica. It's evergreen. I don't like deciduous things, so if it's deciduous, a Bradford pear, I probably wouldn't want to grow it. Here, the further south you go, the colder it gets. I don't know, how does that work? I have 2 in my yard in Ohio, so I'm gonna have to Google Bradford pear. I might have done it before images. I don't know. Is there anything exciting about a Bradford pear, or are they just overused? Crepe myrtle is everywhere here. Yeah, they're not here. People do grow them though. They don't actually produce citrus. I'm going to have to look up Bradford pear. I don't even know if the nursery sell Bradford pear here. Yeah, I never did like math. My oldest son's an accountant. He loves math. Pyrus Kelleriana. April. Antarctica is cold, but Queensland. Join in, Wendy. You can join in too. Wendy, we are on a live stream. You can join in if you want. Well, we're live streaming the heck out of it. Well, Wendy's chatting. It's your sister's birthday tomorrow. Sister's birthday tomorrow. Wendy's sister's birthday is tomorrow. They have beautiful blooms and fall colors in there. Beautiful blooms. Okay, well, you know what? It would probably grow here. I'm guessing a Bradford pear would grow here. I mean, the only deciduous trees I really like, I do like crepe myrtle because there's not a lot of them around. I do like fig trees because they produce good fruit. Sister's birthday, sister wife. Well, my sister I can't stand. Her birthday's in December, but it's Wendy's sister. Wendy is my wife, so it's her sister. So she's going to be, how old is she going to be? 63. Oh my God. Getting old, man. Getting old. Happy early birthday. Yeah, her name's Lauren, and she's a school teacher, and she lives up on the Sunshine Coast. So she's going to be her birthday. She's awesome. She's actually a really awesome gal. I like crepe myrtles. Yeah, I do like them. You like Stewartia pseudocamellia too, Camel. We grow Stewartia in our garden, and that's a nice one too. If it wasn't for dangerous animals, Queensland. Yeah, I was talking to a guy today that moved here from Queensland a while ago, a young guy, and he said he worked in a banana plantation, not from Queensland, from Australia, and he worked in a banana plantation. He says there's a lot of dangerous snakes and spiders in Australia. I like pawpaw bald. Yeah, I like bald cypress. Don't get me wrong, that one. I have one growing in our pond, taxodium, and we have a pawpaw. I like those too. We don't have any pecan, but we do have almond trees that grow here on Salt Spring. Because I'm in the southern hemisphere, the more you go south. Oh yeah, true. Okay, yeah, that's the way it works. Yeah, for sure. Well, Tasmania is going to be colder than Australia, but I mean, if you get into the mountains in Australia, like Kosciuszko, it's definitely going to be cold in the mountains in Australia. I haven't done this in a while, but at the end of the stream, I'll tell you how many nanoseconds the stream's. Okay, perfect. Well, I won't go too much longer. I mean, maybe I'll go for another 7 minutes or something like that. We'll make it an hour and a half. I'm surprised the stream is going so good. So, which tells me that the B&B guests are not on the internet. They're maybe doing something else, right? That's why Hawaii is so perfect. Tropical. Hawaii is perfect. And Jane will attest to that too. Hawaii is the perfect climate, in my opinion. There's no dangerous things there. The Antarctic is colder than the Arctic. Is it really? Dave, there was a red wolf here. Things are really, wow, 14 of them left. Is that right? A rare wolf. Spider. If the venomous snakes in Australia are around the same. Yeah, they have, I think the most poisonous one is the taipan, isn't it? And then they have the brown snake is pretty dangerous, but it's not aggressive. But apparently the taipan is. And taipan is a very dangerous poisonous snake. And I think if it bites you, you're toast within so many minutes. And if the brown snake bites you, I don't think there's any antidote. You're toast. So we have a lot of snakes here too, but they're not poisonous. We don't have any poisonous snakes here. The only poisonous thing we have here would be the black widow spider. Palm tree. I haven't seen a snake. I don't live in the outback. I live in the middle of the capital. Oh yeah, if you live in the capital city, you're definitely not going to have any. Probably not a lot of wildlife. Inland taipan is the most potent venomous snake in the world. Yeah. So is that in Australia, palm tree dude? And that's what the guy was telling me about, the taipan. Shame is so expensive. I know it is very expensive, and that's what takes the fun out of it, unfortunately. But I save all year to go for just a month. It's worth it. We have a cottonmouth, copperheads. We have rattlesnakes in our province, but not here, and those are pretty dangerous too. I thought it was coyote. Logan, 370 miles as the crow flies between you and 370. Oh, that's not too bad. Not too bad. Hey, it's even better. You're closer to Brookings, Oregon. Yeah, I thought it was a coyote. Yes, in Australia. Yeah, the taipans in Australia. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I'd ever want to meet a taipan, but it'd make a cool YouTube video bumping into a taipan. Sand vipers are really misfeared too. The only dangerous thing we really have on our island are mountain lion or / cougar, right? Some people call them cougars. We call them mountain lions, cougars, same thing. And those are the only dangerous things, but I haven't heard of anybody getting attacked here. Cook Islands are supposed to be nice. Yeah, Scotty, you were saying that. The Cook Islands. Rarotonga. 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 There it is, Scotty. I think I showed you before. There it is, Beach Moco. Rarotonga. And it says it on the bottom of it, Rarotonga. So I've never been there, but Scotty's been there. And maybe one of these days when things get back to normal, if they ever get back to normal. Do you think things will ever get back to normal, folks? There's no bobcats here. But I was talking about that today, Clyde. Where I used to live in Langley, there was bobcats. We call the two-legged ones cougars, Clyde. But you can usually hear them coming. Like I said, you can hear the costume jewelry jingling, right? And that's usually a woman that's over 40 years old. Is Wendy on? Wendy, are you on here?
No, I'm on Facebook.
Oh, she's on Facebook. Is Sandor there? Sandor is not on here. No.
Okay.
No. Oh, tell him I'm doing a live stream. Oh. Okay, yeah. No Sandor. She's on Facebook. She was just chatting with Sandor. I'm just worried about cottonmouths when fishing. Yeah, that would suck to get bit by a poisonous snake. Greenland is 1A, 7B. Wow, crazy. So I don't know those terms. How much do you get a night at the B&B? B&B, how much is the B&B, Wendy? It's off season right now. So what is it right now a night?
February, I think it's like 122.
122 a night, and on season, what is it, 200?
Yeah.
It's 200 a night on season, and she was really busy last year when we opened up. And so 200 a night on season and 122 a night off season. Something like that. There's how many B&Bs are on Salt Spring? Oh, she thinks there's, okay, I thought there was more. She says there's about 120. What if it's US currency? Yeah, about $50 a night. Well, it's going to be less, right? So US currency is a lot less. You just have to use the exchange. So it's about, what is it, 25 cents on the dollar?
Well, that's my rate. My rate starts to go up again.
Our dollar went up to 80 cents yesterday, but I know it's at 79 something. So it might be 20 cents on the dollar. So every dollar is worth about $1.20 Canadian, right? So $10 American is $12 Canadian, something like that. I think that's the way it works. Something like that. So yeah, it's cheaper in American for sure. We have a lot of Americans that do stay here. Tons of Americans. A lot of our customers at Wendy's B&B. It's not my B&B. She's El Presidente. So more Canadian than Danish. Greenlanders are Danish. Same with Icelandic. No, Icelandic are kind of like that too. Aren't they kind of Danish? Do you accept plastic? Yes. Wendy, you does plastic too. She does. You do MasterCard, don't you? You do MasterCard? Yeah, she does MasterCard. You don't do Interact. No debit. She does cash or through booking.com or MasterCard and Visa. And she does Visa too. Are you Gulf Island Rock? Hey, that's Wendy in there. There you are. Wendy is in the house. Gulf Island Rock is in the house. Unveiling a special palm tree in our garden is enticing. Oh, yeah. That's why I didn't shoot any videos of it today. I don't even know if the thing's still alive. We'll have to find out when I unveil it. We take cash, Visa, MasterCard, and robbery. Hi, Wendy. Martin says, hi, Wendy. I'm just kidding. Hold up. Someone should plant a trachycarpus in the warmest part of Greenland. Yeah, in Iceland, I think they would grow. Yeah. Well, you do need a passport to get to Canada, unfortunately. I mean, I have to use a passport to get to the States. Before 9/11, I never ever used a passport to go to the States. I could just go to the States. Hey, Wendy. B. Rosie says hi. That's Clyde's wife. Yeah, that's Betty. They live in Oregon. No. So make sure you say hi to Betty. Oh, did you? It's not showing up on here yet. So, anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, passports. So before 9/11, I never ever had to use a passport to go to Hawaii. I just used my birth certificate. And once 9/11 came, it screwed everything up. Now I had to get a passport, and which reminds me, I'm gonna have to renew it. I think I got another 2 years left of my passport. It just messed stuff up so badly. We used to do all our shopping in the States. When I lived on the mainland, I lived by the US border, and we just would go shopping in the States, all our grocery shopping and everything down on the state side. It was awesome. Fill up with gas. And now people on the US Canada border barely travel back. I know, it's crazy. It's just nuts, man. I can't wait till it gets back to normal, if it ever does. Betty needs a sister wife. Right on. I can hear myself talking. Wendy's watching this live stream, so I can hear my voice in the living room. Back in the day, you just needed a driver's license. Yeah, exactly. Back in the day, that's right, too. And you know what? That's what it was, Scotty. It was a driver's license. And you know what? I think that's what I used to use actually when I went to Hawaii, too, is either a driver's license or a birth certificate. And then they came in with a passport thing. It's like, oh, man, I can be her sister. Yes, there you go. Greenland probably would be sold before. What's that? Is Camel going? Oh, see you later, Camel. Take care, buddy. Camel's in South Carolina. Okay, see you. Thanks for coming in there, Camel, and join in anytime. And if you're around this weekend, stay tuned for the draw. We're going to do the draw this weekend. Wendy's going to stick her hand in here, and some lucky person is going to win some palm seeds and something else, okay? And remember, be patient when I mail it. So, whether you're in Canada or US or Europe, mail takes a lot longer now because of everything that's going on in the planet, right? So just be patient with the mail. I wonder if Canada would be bigger than Russia with Greenland. Yeah, I don't know. Russia's the biggest country and Canada's the second, but there's a lot of places in Canada you really wouldn't want to live. It's too cold. I certainly wouldn't want to live there. I mean, if you want to live up in the Arctic, good question, Sam. But I think no. I wonder. You don't think so, eh? You don't think so, Dave? Greenland's pretty big. US is best. Well, that's what they say about Canada. You know what I mean? Every country. So if I lived in Serbia, I would say Serbia is best. And you know what I like best? I like the Central Pacific. And it is actually the US now, but I do like the Hawaiian Islands. That's where I like. And I do like Oregon. Like I said, I can hear wind out there, man. My two favorite states are Hawaiian Islands and Oregon. Canucks, the Canucks rock. What, the Canucks, the hockey team? Actually, Canucks suck. Oh, I thought you meant the Canucks because the Canucks hockey team suck, actually. They're not doing very good. My granddaddy went to South Pacific. Oh, did he? Wow. Cool. Hopefully he came back alive. Every country is the best in their exactly. Exactly. I don't think Canadians are super patriotic though. Like, well, maybe they are, but they don't show it very much. Like, we have flags out there, but in the States, a lot more people I find have flags in front of their place. Here, not so many people have flags in front of their house, right? You know what I mean? No matter what country I live in, I have. Yeah, exactly. My favorite state, U.S., is Virgin Islands. I've never been down there. How about American Samoa? Yeah, exactly, Scotty. Every country has its good and its bad. We got lots of wing nuts on this side of the border too. You know what? They're everywhere you go. Joe, will you take the supersonic boom over to your wire once it's in? I don't think I'd be able to afford it, Logan, but that would be cool. Get me there in what? How fast would it get me there, Logan? It'd probably get me there in 2 hours, right? And I agree with you, Scotty. Every country has its good and its bad. Love the world. Peace. Territory, no senators. Puerto Rico's a territory too, right? Like Guam, isn't it? It's like Guam also. It's not a state. Syria, yeah, Syria's in trouble. We don't want to be loud about our pride. Yeah. Wendy says, love the world. Yeah. I'm happy living where I am. I mean, I like it here. I think it's a good place to live. I don't have any problems living here. I never take it for granted, put it that way. Hey, Scotty, did you see the snow in Vancouver yesterday, buddy? So it missed us here on the Gulf Islands, and they got their snow yesterday. My grandpa fought the German. And wow, cool. Biden. Oh, yeah, I heard about that, Scotty. I heard about that on the news. Yeah. Wow. I don't know if that's a good thing. U.S. Polynesia. Samoa. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even know they were at war over there. That kind of blew me away when I heard that. We Canadians love Canada, but yeah, no, we do. I think we're more subtle about it. Maybe we just like you don't see people running around wearing Canadian bathing suits and stuff. But I notice when I'm in the States, a lot of people. When I'm in Hawaii, I'll see a lot of board shorts that have the flag on them, which is fine, the American flag. But I don't really see people wearing like Canadian flag shorts and stuff here. You know, I mean, maybe they exist. They might. I haven't seen any yet, though. Biden hurt my friends. Joe Biden started bombing the area. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on in Syria. Who said it would be affordable? I've heard this. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And that's good. You got to love your country. Canada has maple syrup. Maples. Hey, Wendy only uses real maple syrup. So when I have porridge in the morning, which is not every morning, I like to put maple syrup on the porridge. Maple syrup is good. And you know what? They actually make maple syrup on Salt Spring Island. There's a group of guys and they have sugar shacks here on Salt Spring Island. Did you know that? They actually tap the big leaf maples, Acer macrophyllum. And people say you can't do it. They've been doing it for years. And I know the guy. And they used to boil it down behind the harbor house. But there are people here that have their spigots, whatever you call, and they push them into those trees, and then they drip into these things, these buckets. But they do make maple syrup on Salt Spring Island, and it can be done in the Pacific Northwest. And people said, "Oh, you can't do it; it's not cold enough." Well, that's BS. You can make maple syrup out of the big leaf maple trees. Yeah, porridge is good, and try it with maple syrup, Clyde. Put some maple syrup on it, and throw a few blueberries in there too. But maple syrup on porridge is awesome. You put, and how about maple syrup on waffles? Do you guys like waffles? See, now I'm talking about food. I like big, thick, homemade waffles with maple syrup and whipped cream on them and some strawberry sauce. Ugh, I'm getting hungry. Hey, Wendy, do you have any waffles?
Waffle?
Yeah.
Right now?
She used to make waffles. Wendy, at her old B&B, she used to make waffles. Susie's grandfather made maple syrup in Ontario. Oh, cool. So he had tapped the trees. Canadians and Australians love each other. Yes, I think they do. Dave, Bobby's, waffles and Dutch babies. I don't know what that one is. Belgian waffles. I like fried chicken. Oh yeah, fried chicken's good. Now I want pancakes. See, we're making each other hungry here. But so, hey, do you still have a waffle maker? She's still got a waffle maker. Can you still make waffles anytime soon? Like, do you have to use eggs? Oh, she used to make these huge waffles for her B&B guests because she actually had a menu at her last B&B before she came here. And they were huge. And sometimes when I'd be there, she'd make me these waffles and she'd put the syrup on them and some real whipping cream and some strawberries. And they were thick waffles. Lots of fruit. Oh, man. My friend Damien from Vermont makes maple syrup here in Canberra. We have big leaf maple zone 9s. Really? You actually have big leaf maples there? No way. In Australia? Dutch baby is German hotcake. I don't know what a German hotcake. What is that? Is it sweet? Is it like a dessert, Clyde? I'm going to have to Google that. A German hotcake. Is it? Oh, I know what it is. It's a pancake. It's a flapjack, right? We call them flapjacks. It's a pancake. Australia is number one. Australia, gotta love Australians. How about Norfolk Island? I got a friend that's from Norfolk Island. They live here on Salt Spring Island. It's breakfast. I'm Dutch and I've never heard of it. I don't know what it is. I've seen maples and oaks in Sydney. Cool, Jane. It's different than a regular hot cake. I want to know what it is, and I want to eat one. We love to show love for Australia. Yeah, Australia is a cool country. It's a pretty big country. Lots of vine maple. Oh yeah, there's no native vine maples on Salt Spring Island, but I did plant 2 in our garden. Somebody gave me some, so I planted 2 in our garden. Where I used to live, Doc Killer Clyde, on the mainland south of Vancouver, are 5-acre vine maples. They're actually quite nice trees. They don't grow as big as the big leaf maples, and they got smaller leaves on them, and they do actually have nice fall color. I should grow sugar maples. Easy to grow. They're very cold hardy, and they do actually have really nice fall color. Puff pancake is a Dutch baby. Oh, that sounds good. Can I get that at the Waffle House? Australia can stretch from Tijuana, Mexico to Winnipeg. Yeah, Australia's big. From Perth to the other side. It's a pretty big place. I'm probably, but how can I'm hardly ever to say. Yeah, you were born in Vancouver, weren't you, Dave? Yeah, that's right. Same hospital I think I was. Oh, no, you're in St. Paul's. Will my mussabaju sprout back in the spring? Logan, if you have the ground protected and it never froze that bad, yeah, it will bounce back in the spring. I mean, you're in Kentucky. You guys get lots of heat. It's probably getting toasty there already. You guys, the thing is, you guys in the deep south heat up a lot faster than we heat up. We're gradual, okay? And you guys go, you guys can go from winter to like spring and summer right away. Can stretch. So there you go. I didn't realize this live stream was going to be so long. The economy of California is larger than the economy of Canada. There's more people in California than in Canada, believe it or not. There's more people there. I think there's 35 million people in California, right? 67 on Wednesday. That's warm. I have Australian everything. That's cool. Vancouver General. Okay, VGH. Oh yeah, I know where that is. Flag shirts, hats. Cool. Jacob, are you Australian? Dutch pancakes are very flat, just like the Netherlands itself. Interesting. 40 to 90s in a week. Wow, Sam, that's crazy. Yeah, you know what? I'll tell you what part of California I like, Clyde. I like Northern California, coastal Northern California, kind of Eureka area, south of Brookings, Oregon, in that area. And I also like it in Redding and Red Bluff. I've stayed there before. I stayed in Redding. It was kind of nice. When are we going to get merch? Merch? That killer banana Joe. Well, Wendy's got to work on that. She's got to work on the merch. I love California climate, but yeah, no, I wouldn't want to live in Los Angeles. If I had a choice, I'd like to live in Oregon because I do like the state of Oregon. I've been to Oregon so many times. I've stayed in Medford. I've stayed in Roseburg. I've stayed in Seaside lots of times. I've stayed in Florence. I've stayed in Brookings. It's just an awesome state, man. And there's no sales tax, but they get you somewhere else in the tax. But Oregon really is a beautiful state. And they got the Pacific Ocean out there too. I've been to California 3 times, 3 different times. The first time I went for 2 weeks when I was 17, drove down there in 1981. In the winter of 81, December 81, me and my buddy drove down, and we drove all the way down into Mexico. We drove to Ensenada. And then I took the kids then we went in 2004 to Northern California, coastal. And then we went in 2008, we stayed down there a week. We went to Disneyland. We stayed down in Anaheim. And we took the kids to Costa Mesa and Hollywood and all that stuff. Is about the same latitude as me. Oh, yeah, cool. Yeah, Eureka's really mild. You know what? Eureka, there's tons of big palm trees. I just don't hope Californians bring their politics with them to Texas. I'm sure there's lots of politics down. Who was the governor of California? He was Schwarzenegger, right? Wasn't he the governor at one time? Eureka, California is about the same latitude. Yeah, I got a friend that lives there, and there's some really nice, beautiful date palms in Eureka, California, man. It's a really mild climate. They do get a bit of rain, though. Sydney has more people than BC. Sydney? I think BC has about 5.5 million. I think so, something like that, 5.5 million. Once was. Is he still alive? He was once. Yeah, I don't know who is now. Wasn't Clint Eastwood some sort of mayor of some town, Carmel, California, too? Is that guy still alive, too? Clint Eastwood? God, he's got to be like 100 years old. I used to love him in those movies. Dirty Harry. 5.5 million. There we go, Scotty. So that's a lot of people. 5.5 million. But you know what? Maybe it's not, because British Columbia is a big place. Yes, Carmel, California. No, California is a nice place. There's nice places in California, Jacob. It's not, I mean, there's some scummy places in California, but there's some also beautiful places. And Ronald Reagan, yeah, that's right too. And he was also an actor too. Ronald Reagan was a Hollywood actor back in the day, right? New York has 19 million. Wow. That's right, Clyde, he was. Somebody actually tried to blast him back in 1981 or 82. Yeah. Clyde does not like California. Well, you can't say that about all of California. There's some nice places in California. How about like where the redwoods grow, and even in the desert areas and stuff? They do have a lot of beautiful palm trees. Sorry, not all those states. I mean, I think there's some parts of Los Angeles you probably wouldn't want to go. Avoid big cities. I'm small town. That's why I like living here on Salt Spring Island. It's very rural. Yeah, it is, David. It is. Joe, you haven't? Yes, I've been. I've been to Portland many times. I even stayed there. I stayed in Oregon City, and I stayed in Portland. And we went to the Rhinelander restaurant down there. Was a German restaurant in Portland. I've been to Portland, yeah, several times. I've been to Portland, and it's nice. I like Portland. Hot in the summertime. Yeah, I've driven through there. It's about a 6-hour drive south of Vancouver. I had lunch in Eastwood's bar in Carmel. No way. Oh, that's cool. That's pretty cool. He's got a bar. So does Sammy Hagar down in Cabo San Lucas. I had lunch in Eastwood's bar. Oh, you know what? Hillary, my ex, her mom worked at Peace Portal Golf Course in White Rock. And guess who came in to play golf one day? Charles Bronson. Charles Bronson came in to play golf one day. So she signed him in and she got his autograph. Rhinelander is good. Yeah, I don't know. Is the Rhinelander still there? It was a really good German restaurant. Forgot today, but March 28 years since I forgot today, but March 28. No, 1993. Really? 28 years? I thought they took those trade centers down in 2001. Wasn't it 2001? Oh, are you talking about the original one like years ago? Betty wants to see me flex my arms. There's nothing much to see. Well, ever. Lebanese did not cause the. Was there a bombing at the World Trade Center in 93? I kind of vaguely remember that. Like in the early 90s, there was something that happened there. But yeah, okay, Logan, that's right too. 93. Portland police can't arrest people without them getting harassed or yelled at. Yeah, I know there was a lot of stuff going on there a while back, but hopefully everything's settled down. What are you eating in the living room, Wendy? I can hear Wendy unwrapping something. Wendy is eating something secretly in the living room. She is. Wendy stashes stuff around the house so I can't find it, right? And then she eats it quickly so I can't have any of it. So I can hear her unwrapping something in the living room. That's all right. I got something I'm going to unwrap too. I got some candy hidden. Betty eats a lot of candy. Well, Betty's a long time, but I bought this. No, I don't. I actually don't. No, I don't. I've been off it for a while, but I did buy one and I have it hidden somewhere, and I'm not going to share it with her because she's not sharing hers with me. Like a squirrel. Yeah, Scotty, like a squirrel. She hides stuff around the house. Betty's got a sweet tooth. Betty's got a sweet tooth. That's all right. I got a sweet tooth too. Sweet stuff is good. They threw a glass. What? At your head. Jeez, April. Yes, Scotty, like a squirrel. She's got it probably hidden under the couch. Yeah, who threw a bottle at you? Seattle, the same problem. Squirrel Wendy, yeah. I don't know what she's eating in there, but I could hear her opening a wrapper up. So it wasn't Orville Redenbacher's popcorn. It was something else. It was something like, I think she's got like a chocolate bar or something going on down there. She's got Roger's chocolate. Ask Wendy what I shoe. Ask Wendy. Clyde. Ask Wendy what I. And I see a little number 1 there. I was 11 months old. Yeah, you're young. Ask Wendy what I. Number 1. Okay. What do you get people for their first anniversary, Wendy? First year anniversary. It's their first year anniversary. What is it? Is it something? Is it paper for the first anniversary? Flowers. She said flowers. I bought Wendy flowers today, but you know what? A romantic night away. How about a romantic night away? Or you could take her out for dinner somewhere. I don't know. Are things open right now down there? Like you could take her to a nice restaurant, or I mean, since she's the cook, you probably don't want to cook for her, but you could take Betty to a nice restaurant somewhere. That would be cool. You know, I don't know what type. I mean, I guess Betty probably likes to eat everything, right? She's obviously not a vegetarian. You know, take her to a fancy restaurant somewhere. That'd be cool. You know where we go for our anniversary? We go to Tommy Bahamas, but we're always on Maui for our anniversary. But guess what? We're not going to be on Maui. We weren't in Maui last year. We're not going to be in Maui this year. So I'll just have to make her some pasta. I don't know what I did for our anniversary this year. I don't know if we went for dinner. I made her some dinner. I made her pasta, maybe something like that. But I think a nice dinner, Clyde, would be good. Ken Bear has lots of Norfolk pines. Yeah, there's well, I'm heading back to Tofino next month. And next month is Monday. So in March, at some point, we're going to go back to Tofino. So I'll go to my buddy's place and I'll shoot a video of his Norfolk Island pine. It's 39 there. Yeah, it's in the 40s here. It'd be mid 40s here, Logan, something like that. We celebrate 25 years last September 23rd. Good for you. Congratulations. That is a long time. My last one was 26 years. And how many years? I was married over 26 years. Well, even longer. I mean, if you think about it, before I got divorced, I was probably married 27, just about 27 years. So a long time. It's 39, 45 here. Yeah, it's around 45 here right now. Been together 30. Wow. Cool. My ex and I got together mid 85. So it'd been 36 years. It's a long time. Time flies. I'm not to throw glass at babies. April Lunata. Anyway, guys, I should probably roll out of here soon and eat some of that stuff that Wendy has. She's got some chocolate going on down there. Hopefully she saved me some. Hey, did you see the new weather station I got? This is kind of a cool weather station, this Thermal Pro, because, geez, I didn't realize it had a light in it. It's got a light in it too. This Thermal Pro, you see the sensor on this Thermal Pro here. You charge the sensor, so it doesn't have batteries. And then you charge, well, it's got one of those special batteries in, but you charge it, you plug it into the wall, and that battery is supposed to last a year. And then you just recharge it again when it gets weak. So pretty cool weather station, weather forecast station right there. So, and I got the sensor, it goes up to 200 feet away from the unit. Okay, so folks, I will say, Clyde, you're bad. But that's why I like Clyde. All right, guys, I'm going to roll Martin. I'm 56 years old. I'm older than everybody in here. I think Scotty's nearly the same age as me, but not quite. Oh, you know what? Scotty is actually the same age as me, but born the same year, but he's still younger than me because he's born at the end of the year, right? And so I'm guessing I'm the oldest person in here. Well, Wendy actually was when she was in here, but now I'm the oldest person in here. So anyway, guys, I'm going to say Scotty's a great guy. He's an awesome guy. And you know what? I want to do a live stream sometime from Scotty's garden because Scotty and Susie have this amazing garden around the corner from here. And man, I could walk there from our place. October. So Scotty's October and I'm March 29th. So my birthday's in another month from now. I'm going to be 57. Oh, God, I can't believe it. How long has the stream been going? Okay, Logan, the stream is, let's just make it to 2 hours, okay? We're going to go to 2 hours. So in another 5 minutes and so, we'll call it a night, okay? My name is April Lunata. April Lunata, that's an interesting name. So it's been going for, we're going to say 2 hours, okay, Logan? We're going to go 2 hours. And I'm just glad it's gone so long and it hasn't died out on us, because a lot of times the stream kind of dies out on me, and then I have to wait to pop back in. But sometimes it doesn't pop back in. And right now it seems to be going pretty smooth, despite we have the B&B guests at the upper B&B right now. Are you the nurse, April? I hated looking when I was a kid. Yeah, no, it's better when you're older to look young, but when you're like, like really young, and then you want to look older, that kind of sucks. But now I just wish birthdays wouldn't come so fast. Birthdays, I find birthdays come a lot faster now. Joe, what is your favorite month of the year? I'm going to say May. I really like May. You know what? Because there's still lots of growing season left. It's just lots of warm weather ahead of me. I think I dislike. I think I dislike. What would be my worst month? Maybe December. Maybe December is not a good, or November. Maybe November, because it's the rainiest month. So anyway, Logan, we're going to make it to 2 minutes, okay? Or 2 hours, 100 milliseconds until I eat my. I find that people who are like 21 hours a lot of time look like they do. Yeah, they do. They look a lot younger, Palm Tree Dude. Well, if you can be older and look younger, that's a pretty awesome thing. I saw a friend of mine today, and look at this lady, and she's 72 years old, and she looks a lot younger. And another lady today I bumped into today, she said she was in her 70s. I've known her for years, and she looked younger. She looks like she's 60. But the one gal, she's 72, and she looks like maybe she's around 60. A beautiful gal. You'd never think she was 72. So I think a lot of people these days look younger, even though they're older. But back in the day, you get a 60-year-old woman, man, and back in the 60s, and they looked way older. Remember when you were a little kid, a 60-year-old is ancient to you. May is a great month. You were born in May. Cool. Wendy's son was born in May too. And her granddaughter was born in May. Okay, Duck Killer Clyde, you take care. You and Betty, you stay safe out there. Have fun and enjoy the night. And if you do go duck hunting or bird hunting, good luck on that too. And we'll see you in the next live stream. So if I don't do a live stream tomorrow, I'm going to be busy with a chainsaw, bucking up a lot of stuff in the bush. I got to clean up one last eucalyptus tree they dropped. And so if I don't do a live stream tomorrow, I will do the draw on Sunday. Okay, so I'll definitely do the draw this weekend. So if it's not tomorrow, I will do it Sunday. So somebody's name's going to be pulled out of the hat. Scotty, see you later, buddy. Thanks for all those lovely boxwoods. Scotty gave Wendy a whole bunch of boxwoods. Scotty's been ripping out his boxwoods and replacing them with palm trees. That's how much of a palm nut Scotty is. So Scotty brings a load of palm trees over, and he goes and annihilates boxwoods and every ugly other plant that should be growing in another growing zone, and he's replaced them with Trachycarpus palm. So now Scotty has a grove of palm trees in front of his house. Okay, White with Dreamy Eyes, see you later. I'm going to be in here for 1 more minute, and then I'm going to go get I'm going to get something that I got hidden that I'm going to eat, and then I'm going to get a creamsicle too, because I'm dying for a creamsicle. And Duck Destroyer. Okay. We will see you later. Alligators, boxwood or evergreen. Boxwood or evergreen, but you know what? They're a very common plant, and they're just kind of blah. Really, they are blah, and palm trees look way better than them. And I wouldn't buy a boxwood. Wendy loves boxwoods, so I mean, if that makes her happy, he's given her some of them. So Martin, see you later. If Wendy saved you some, I don't know if you saved me any, Martin. Anyway, have a good night, Martin, and you take care out there. And stay safe out there in the Netherlands. And we will see you the next live stream. The suspense is on. Yeah, suspense is on. We will see who is going to, well, we're going to see how many milliseconds this was. This live stream, we got less than a minute left and we're done. Bye, Palm Tree Dude. Sam with all the emojis. The suspense is on. The suspense is on when I unveil that palm tree in March. I got a palm tree under about a 15, 20 gallon nursery bucket, and we're going to find out you're going to find out what it is. I know what it is. We're going to find out if it's alive or is it dead. I don't know. You can give me your thoughts on that the next live stream. You can put your comment below and think whatever you let me know if it's going to be alive or dead, what you think. Okay. You can guess. I'm guessing it's going to be alive. At least I'm hoping it's going to be alive. All right, guys. I'm going to call this thing quits. I got about 20 more seconds, 18 more seconds. We're going to see what Logan has here written down, because Logan is the mathematician. You should be an accountant, Logan. Like I said, my oldest son is an accountant. He likes math. I just talked to him the other night on the phone. He likes doing what he's doing. And it's a good career. Okay, everybody in there, April, and anybody else in there, I will calculate the nanoseconds and zeptoseconds. Zepto, okay, good night, April. Bye, Palm Tree Dude. Okay, it's 2 minutes. Okay, go for it, Logan. He's got it. Here we go. There we go. Logan's got it. Drum roll. I'm drum rolling. Can you see that? Here. Go for it, Logan. Drum roll, Sam. What do we got? What do we have here? He's calculating. Hurry up, because I'm dying for my creamsicle. 2 minutes and 57 seconds. I mean, 2 hours and 2 hours and 1 minute. I'm going to say cheers and aloha to everybody. Cheers and aloha. Bye, Jane, if you're still in there. Nanosecond in a billion seconds. Zepto is a trillionth of a second. So how many is it? How many is it, Logan? How many have I been going for? Oh, God. It's been going around for 7. There's a million. There's a billion. There's a trillion. Quadrillion? 7,200,000,000 nanoseconds. Holy cow. Okay, thanks, Logan. That's awesome. That is a lot of, zeptoseconds. That's a lot of numbers. Imagine having that much money. Okay, guys, take care. I'm going to say stream is over for now. Thanks for joining in. Stay safe. And yeah, Logan, you shouldn't have a problem germinating those seeds. Logan was the big draw winner last month, and we're going to see who's the big draw winner this weekend. Because once a month, we do the YouTube draw. Your name's in the draw. You can win something from me. I will send it to you. All right? All right. Take care, guys. Stay safe. Bye now. Cheers to you all. Ending stream. And I'll see you, Sam, from Ohio. Take care in the Buckeye State.